Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content today, fair warning, I'm going to get a little spicy because the media's malfeasance in calling what I'm about to describe to you a mass shooting is what got us into the problem that we're in the first place. Everything is linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear if you guys share my spice on this one. Now, of course, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing Freedom Out twice daily on this channel, and we would love to have you along for the ride. And the content tonight is brought to you by SDI. Now, I know a lot of you out there like to upgrade and modify your own guns. And if you're looking to turn a hobby into a career, Sonora and Desert Institute can help. Their online programs cover everything from gunsmithing to ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, and more. Plus, all the tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to turn a hobby that you love into a career, so what are you waiting for? There's a link in the description box below, and thank you so much to SDI for making this content possible. All right, my brothers and sisters, what we're about to talk about is something that's a tragedy. It shouldn't happen. This type of violence should not occur. I am not accepting this as a norm. This is criminal behavior. They should be treated as such. Now, having said that, I'm about to get pretty spicy because the way that they are framing this incident that just happened in Cleveland last night, and also the way that the mayor and all the politicians are framing this, they are taking advantage of the situation by manipulation, and I'm probably not going to be too happy about it as we continue. Fair warning, let's get it. U.S. gun violence. 9 injured in Cleveland nightclub shooting, suspect at large. So this was released July 10th. Well, that would be today. So I'm just going to verify. No, sorry, that's tomorrow. Sorry. It came out last night. So this is the big thing that really bothers me. An early morning shooting in a nightclub area of downtown Cleveland sent 9 people to the hospital, but no fatalities were reported, authorities said. Thank God no fatalities occurred. Police said preliminary information indicates that someone opened fire toward a group of people in the warehouse district shortly before 2:30 a.m. Sunday as the clubs were closing. The suspect fled the scene. Does this sound like U.S. gun violence and the epidemic and scourge of gun violence in the United States? Or does this sound like, I don't know, maybe a gang initiation? Or some sort of organized crime? You've got someone who walks up at 2:30 in the morning after clubs are being released, pops off a bunch of rounds, injures a bunch of people, then flees, and there's no hint that they were there at all? Authorities have no answer. And what does the media do? The media lines up and goes, oh, well, there's 301 instances of mass shooting in America. Or we've just got gangs and crime and organized crime out of control because we're lenient on them. Maybe that has something to do with it. But no. Let's continue the mass shooting narrative because that really is all that it takes to take your rights for some people. Let's continue. That was just a hint of spice, I think. Police said there was no indication at this point of any kind of incident in any of the clubs that preceded the gunfire. Okay, so it was uninitiated. It was just random. No arrests were immediately reported. Police asked anyone with information about the shooting to contact them. Yeah, they have no idea. That's what that means. This is a completely random event, probably in a gang initiation. I wasn't there, I can't say it, but it does seem like something outside the norm, doesn't it? But the media and politicians are chalking it up as one more in the column for mass shootings in the United States and how flawed we are for our rights. Not how bad the criminal element is and how they need to be responded to. It's incredibly important that we just start calling this out for what it is, because this right here has nothing to do with our Second Amendment rights, has nothing to do with the availability of firearms, the scourge of guns in the United States. It has to do with criminal elements existing. Let's continue, though. Mayor Justin Bibb called it a tragic and sad day that, quote, truly shows the massive gun problem we have, not just in Cleveland, not just in Ohio, but across this nation. Bibb called on state and national legislators to give city leaders more tools to crack down on the proliferation of firearms. How about you just arrest the people that are the issue? Rather than going after the rights of an entire population, why don't you go after, a criminal element? The fact that criminals are out of control in the United States. No. You got to say gun violence is out of control in the United States. So we need more laws to take guns from people. Because clearly the gun got up and went to this incident, popped off rounds, injured 9 people, and then ran away with not a sign. The level of just idiocy that this argument takes to believe is next level. But let's continue, because he's sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of getting these calls late at night, he said. I'm sick and tired of hearing from our residents and victims of gun violence, and Republicans blaming us as mayors for violent crime. We need their help. Arrest the criminals, address the gang elements, address the organized crime that would initiate this, and you wouldn't have someone pick up a firearm and do something irresponsible and violent as this. The idea that the gun is the problem is the single most idiotic thing you could possibly say. Forks make me fat. Nope. I'm hefty because I eat too much, not because a fork made me. Just saying. I'm also not hefty because I have too big of a drinks. Like I can get 32 ounces. Oh my God. God forbid I get a 16 ounce. I can refill it twice. I can still be fat. Anyway, I continue. And by the way, that's a me thing, not anybody else. You do you, boo. Let's continue. Officials said a large police presence is on hand in the district every weekend, and officers and first responders were able to respond immediately along with members of the sheriff's department. Drummond said the shooter elected to fire into a crowd despite the visible presence of police officers, and even adding 2,000 more officers wouldn't have stopped what happens. He calls for a holistic approach, including economic development, prevention, intervention opportunities to help turn things around. So there we go. Guys, congratulations. It has nothing to do with any of the criminal elements. We just need to give them more economic opportunities. We need to get involved, more holistic approach, outside the box thinking, some interveners. No. It's not that. It's the guns, definitely. So we need to throw money at the problem. We need to give people more teddy bears to hug. We don't need to arrest them and take the people out of the streets that are causing these things. No. The problem is clearly 32-ounce drinks, and I'm getting fat because I can only refill it once. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.